By Kaylee and Alright, you ready for this? You ready? Let's do this.
The woman with the dark arena.
Johann Wanger died in 1956 and had 3 daughters, Sophia, Marit, and Ingrid.
As they were driving through the streets, Leo asked Mosca in a high voice with an English accent, "Have you met someplace? You look familiar to me."
No need to be sarcastic. Those were different times, at any rate.
"I was an inmate there."
Wanger took out a photograph album and showed Blomqvist pictures from the gallery of characters as he talked.
It was nearly noon, a month later. Mosca, coming into the apartment, found Alf, his mother, and Gloria's sister Emmy drinking coffee in the kitchen.
Michael took the print out of the album, put it in a stiff plastic binder, and went to wait for the next bus back to Hedestad.
Mosca lit a cigarette. "Your sister's stupid."
Well, it's not so unbelievable, she said, holding up one finger.
"Please don't say things like that."
We've had several dozen unsolved murders of women in Sweden during the 20th century.
Look, if we hadn't slept together the last 2 weeks, I wouldn't have remembered you or written about you.
These murders were committed over a very long period of time.
I loved you before that.
There's no immediately apparent pattern. The murders were carried out in all different places, and there's no real signature.
This is the way it has to be, or else.
Her slender body, her black camisole, the tattoos, and the rings piercing her face.
It's okay. Come over here.
He tried to be sociable over dinner. She was taciturn to the point of rudeness.
He kissed her and smiled. "No, it doesn't matter."
It's hard to see the connection between a prostitute in Uddevalla who's killed in an industrial yard and a pastor's wife who's strangled in Ronneby and has her house set on fire.
Mosca said with a deliberate, brutal carelessness, "It's either go to the movies or get laid."
If you don't have the key that Harriet gave us, that is.
"A lot of chances. For what?" Mosca asked. Then he laughed. "You're getting along okay. It takes time."
Which leads us to the next question, Solander said.
"Do you want some coffee?"
There's only one answer, he said.
"Yeah, just let me wash up a bit."
By 11 o'clock that night, they had gone over the series of murders and discussed the conceivable connections.
"You're not treating Gloria right. She waited 3 years for you. She never had a date. She misses a lot of chances."
What?
This is getting stupid, Elf said. "Let's get down to fundamentals."
Solander grimaced in annoyance.
"Those letters don't mean a thing," Mosca said, and he could have seen the look of relieved belief in their faces.
The whore, the first woman, the Virgin Mary, they're all in this group.
"Please, Walter," his mother said.
In 1949, Godfrey, who was 22 years old,
He went into his bedroom and took out the 2 new suitcases he just bought.
He drowned when he was drunk in 19...
His mother was still sitting in the chair.
The last murder was committed in February 1966.
He took the matches and started to leave the kitchen.
By 9 o'clock, it was getting dark.
"Why do you treat me like that?" his mother said.
Come in, I saw you on the road.
"What have I done?"
You just couldn't stay away, could you?
"You haven't done anything. I'm just leaving. It's nothing to do with you."
I have a Glock in my hand. Don't do anything stupid. At this distance, I won't miss.
"Do you need any cigarettes?"
I had to come here. There's so many questions.
"They're only a nickel a pack in the ship."
I understand. Through the door.
"I hear you're leaving tomorrow."
No, not that way. To your right. Open the door.
"Suit yourself."
Here.
"Don't worry. It's just to say goodbye."
He opened the door.
"You mean now? This minute?"
Around 9 o'clock, Solander went to get some coffee.
least you could spend your last night at home. Is it 9 at night now, or is it 9 at you know?
Why all the punching and kicking?
They think it's my fault that I haven't made you happy.
Because you make me very angry indeed. You deserve to be punished.
It's a tough world for everybody.
Why didn't you just go home?
Are you going back to Germany because of that girl?
We could have worked together for years.
I'm trying to find something. They sipped their drinks, then Eddie got up to look out the window at a woman passing by on their way to the exit gate.
I didn't know that you played golf.
The smoke bandit.
There was no diary.
No,
Do not entertain you.
leave them on.
She tried to understand.
The boy let his head fall and didn't answer.
No dialogue.
No.
What do you want? Derek Frode asked.
Did you know this soap was for German children?
He can shove it up his backside.
The chairs were hard.
I can't leave yet. I'm not done.
It's not very nice here.
You can go up to the hospital and flay him tomorrow morning if you wish.
There's a good story about this place.
This has got to be... What?
Keep going, it's a terrible book.
This has got to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
On the stage of the comedian's rubbery face was an exalted and flushed with power as he held over them.
I blame myself. I was grasping at straws and I should have realized it's something like that.
She pushed against him.
There was one thing that everyone agreed on. The person who had delivered the documentation had to be someone within Wennerstrom's most trusted circle.
Let's get out.
5 days after the millennium fired the first salvo, the book The Mafia Banker appeared in the bookshops.
What goes on? What the hell goes on?
For the last 20 years, many financial reporters have refrained from scrutinizing Hans-Erik Wennerstrom.
Do you want me to sleep on the couch now?
The whole thing is idiotic.
You know what I mean. It wouldn't be different if it were on my face.
Who is your client?
Hella was thinking. If I had been in the Jeep, surely I would have taken her and followed to set her mind at rest.
So she's unfaithful.
No, I feel better.
In what way?
We got time to finish a load before we start back?
No, possibly not.
Try to sleep, she said.
That may not be so unusual.
She kept her fingers moving over the scar. Not to me, she said.
An investigation of this kind could get expensive.
Okay.
Beckman knows about their relationship.
Okay.
But I'm not working on anything else right now.
Okay.
Okay.
This book sucks.
Change box!
Okay.
New tea, move down!